Hey, sir.
So,
Hey, we are here. We are here. We are here for the first of our series of panel discussions on Ruthless. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, Lady V. Hey, Naries. Hey, y'all. Yeah, we are here to talk about my guilty pleasure, Ruthless. It's like the only Tyler Perry show that I watch. I used to watch Have and Have Nots. I'm not gonna lie, I did, but that's not on anymore. So now I watch Ruthless. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so what's going on, Jeff?
what's up? Shout outs to my 3 subscribers on my on my new channel. And what's up to everybody on my Facebook group with over 20,000 members. Hopefully they chime in later, but
Hey,
they probably
Facebook
won't.
group. Hey, y'all. Yeah, that's us. We are the well. That guy is the one who started the Facebook group. I'm just a moderator and admin, but he's the owner, founder, CEO of the Facebook group. I'm just the CFO and COO. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying? One of the lower C's. You know, we're the ones who approve and block all messages and stuff, and people getting it more so him than me because I'm nice to everybody. So
he is. Yeah, he is.
anyway, so let's get down to it. Hey, L Love, my love, what's going on? Wait, tell the people the name of your YouTube channel so some of my people can go and subscribe.
Oh, it's a splendid review.
Say that again.
A splendid review.
A splendid review. Not
Yes,
all one
yes.
word, 3 words.
A splendid review, and be sure to look out for my new web series coming out, Coach Kuntz and Dr. Dykes. It's in the working.
Who?
Coach Kuntz and Dr. Dykes. It's a new web series.
Not even go touch it. That's not my area. That's not my ministry.
You gonna like it. It's
No,
funny.
sir. All right. So listen, I thought we were gonna have to wait like a whole year or so for the new season to come because season 2 ended what, October or something like that?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Like October, November. It wasn't that long ago. I know that.
Mhm.
And so I said to myself, well, I guess we'll probably be waiting till next fall
No,
because between season 1 and 2, we waited like a year.
that's true. A lot
We
was
wait,
going
I
on.
know it was at least a year between season 1. It might have been more than that because COVID happened,
Mhm.
and so that kind of stopped season 2 from coming. And
Yeah.
we waited a minute for season 2, but we're here, season 3. And they gave us 3 episodes right up front. So let's talk about these things. All right, so the episode 1 is called "The Calming." Okay, here's my first question about episode 1. Right from the start, why is everybody running? This incessant running, like
Well,
it was like all like for the first half of the whole episode, just
but
random people just running. I didn't know
but
where they were running
if
to.
if you
I didn't know what they were running from. They were
it,
allegedly going to their posts,
well, yeah, if
but the
you
camp ain't
remember,
that big. Everybody got a
okay,
designated post, and you just got people just running, just running. I just like Tyler told them, listen, just start running like you back in third grade in PE class, and they just put you on the track and just say stop running. Like I was wondering what was going on. Like were we doing cardio that day or something? I didn't know what was
no,
happening.
it was a bit over the top. But if you recall, at the end of season 2, the highest he was going to send everybody to the raccoon. So word had gotten out. So that's what we picked up. That's what we picked up off at. And so everybody's being frantic. Everybody's worrying about dying. Elder
And you
mother.
run for maybe about the first 10 minutes, but we halfway through this episode. It seems to be hours later, and we still around here running for our lives. Okay,
See, I can't judge how people's gonna react to dying. So I.
He
They
just
did this stuff.
randomly running. Like ain't nobody yelling, ain't nobody saying, "Oh my God!" It's just, oh, we just running in silence. Like, what is happening?
That's true.
I guess. Anyway, so we start off, and elder mother made this little boy butt ass naked
Yes. Yes.
and says, "You are going to be a sacrifice for the Raku." So now you making this little boy give up his back and booty hole to get blown out because he's about to. I guess she's sacrificing him to get his back blown out,
Yes.
his booty hole blown out
To
by
be
the
raped
highest.
mercilessly. To be raped mercilessly.
Right, mercilessly to the highest, so that he could be a sacrifice. Like, what
So,
is that?
so elder mother is she showing so far? She's cracking under pressure. If you notice, it, her idea was to sacrifice this young male to be raped mercilessly, and in her eyes, that was going to calm the highest. And it would, I'm not going to go dive too much into it, but Ruth was the one who put a stop to it. It was like, no, we're not going to be doing this. Let this young man go. You know?
He had meat hanging everywhere. That young man was butt ass naked, just
Yeah,
meat flopping around everywhere. Poor guy. I guess who was doing casting that day when this young man came up to cast and said, "Listen, just so you know, your dick and balls gonna be hanging all over,
and
all over the place.
you're not
People
getting a
all over
prosthetic.
the world is gonna see everything you got going on." They didn't even give him a prosthetic. No, that
Yeah,
was real meat. That was, when they had Andrew show his meat in season one, we
yeah,
learned that that was a prosthetic.
yeah.
We also learned that some, not all, of the meat when they had the little when Ruth got coronated or whatever, and they was all butt ass naked in the circle, and
Mm-hmm.
some of those were prosthetics, some were not. This
Hmm.
wasn't no prosthetic. That was a real meat. I said, well, poor boy, poor boy. He's somewhere around the Atlanta streets with somebody rolling up to him with their phone. Ain't that shit though?
Listen, he just happy for the exposure. I bet. Listen, I bet he jumped at the chance. Jumped at it.
I guess. I mean, it wasn't nothing to be ashamed of, but I
Oh.
just, it was very respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, um, so then we see Oliver and Lacey and Paula, or um, Larry, Moe, and Curly, because they're not the brightest three. Um, they in this car and it break down. They got to come up with this new plan. My question is, y'all ain't got a dime. How was y'all gonna buy gas? Hey, Miss Sharon.
Well, I'm thinking they probably had enough gas to get because Lilo obviously had enough gas in the car to get back to where he was gonna go. So I'm pretty sure Lilo had the car full of gas. So I don't think that would have been an
We
issue.
don't know that. We just
Okay,
making
but
assumptions.
Lilo would have had that car full of gas. Trust me,
But
because he already had
clearly,
gas.
but no. Hey, Xavier. But clearly, okay. Listen, the car wasn't doing that good if the car breaking down on the side of
No,
the
they
goddamn
don't know how
road
to
willy
drive.
willy like that.
Look who was driving the car. You know how to drive your car, just like Lilo knows how to drive his car. He got there and back using that same car. They don't know how to drive. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
I'm
Diamond Pearl Jim. Xavier. Yes, I listen. I told you this is my guilty pleasure. I do watch Ruthless. I'm not reviewing. We're just doing panel discussions. That's it. That's what we do. Just a panel discussion and breakdown. Xavier, we already did the part where this little boy's meat was all over Al Gore's good internet, flopping around and flailing around for everybody to see. Anyway, my point is this: it ain't nothing. You driving a car does not the wrong way doesn't make the car just break down like that. Like
certain cars.
the car gotta already be impaired. Hey, Miss Sharon, you
Mm.
know, I'm just saying, but I was wondering how they was gonna get gas and not one of them had to die to their name, not one. So they're gonna go to the gas station, they hold up the gas station, they put, they're gonna just start shooting up the gas station. So they
I
just go,
think they was fixated just on getting out of there. and they were just fixated on getting out of there. And I believe the car had gas.
I give you that. Anyway, Oliver tells them to go on to the farmhouse where the old people are. Now, I noticed Paula say, "Hey, it's a house right here, right the fuck here." And he was like, "Nah, don't go to that house. You go to this house over here." And it was all the fuck downhill from there. It was just all downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think had they gone to the right house, to the house that was right there, they might have got somewhere. But child, they went to the old people house and it was all downhill from there. And they just said, which little boy, they always show me this is the most biggest I've seen since Spartacus. Listen, the beginning of episode 1 of season 3, Xavier.
Yes, bam, it's right there.
Right there, right in your face. Bam, meat. Anyway, and then we see everybody still running around frantic, just nilly willy, just frivolously. And so fucking River, we finally see him. He falls to the ground. He's stumbling around. He falls to the ground, and Ruth sees him. And Ruth is, I guess she helps him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she take him in the little, trailer and help him out and give him some miracle juice or whatever that miraculously makes him better. Because he got frostbite. When you get frostbite, you don't that's not how frostbite looks. When you get frostbite, your toes turn black. They don't turn brown like that. Did you see like whatever
Uh,
that stuff they had on his feet?
wasn't it
Like they
black?
start to turn black.
Didn't it turn black?
No, it was like some brownish type secretion or something they had on that. It was a mess. Just a mess. But River told her, well, she tried to tell River, listen, you need to leave. Daikon gonna be looking for you. Dot 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 dot. He was like, listen, I ain't leaving without my money. There's nothing
Yes.
out there for me. There's nothing out there for me, really. Really, River. Really.
They all of them are mentally ill on some level
They are.
in that compound. They all off a little bit, especially John.
So um he convinces her to go and calm down the highest because at first she didn't want no parts of going to see the highest. She was like, nope, I am not going. I'm not doing this. Nope. Mm-mm. And he convinces her to go. Now, my question is, I ain't see that cooler plugged in nowhere. Okay? No, that cooler was outside. I ain't see no extension cord going anywhere. I
Maybe the
ain't
back of it. I don't know.
this mythical freezer and cooler that's outside. Did they have bags of ice in there or something like? How was it so cold in there that you're getting frostbite?
I don't know, because initially I thought they just called it a cooler because that's what it was, and it was just gonna be a hot box.
Right,
But that's
because if it was cold enough for him to get frostbite, wouldn't he have succumbed to hypothermia first?
yeah.
Maybe I'm looking too far into it, and I have to realize that this is Tyler, and Tyler don't be thinking that far. But I just was wondering, this cooler ain't look to be plugged in nowhere, but you all of a sudden getting damn near frostbite, whatever. So he said he leaving without the money. Ruth goes over there to talk to and calm down Hyatt. So then we see Elder Mother dragging naked boy, peen flopping around everywhere. This poor boy just being drugged, meat just flopping around. And she was like, "You can't take him in there." Now, this exchange between Elder Mother and Ruth was just like, so like all of the exchanges between Elder Mother and Ruth at this point are just so like, oh, what is happening? Like, what is going on? Like, it just seems. I'm not gonna say the acting in the exchanges between Elder Mother and Ruth is bad. I think maybe the writing is. Hey, LaWanda Jenkins, you don't have no volume.
What
You can't hear
I
us.
disagree. I was here for it.
LaWanda, you got to turn up your computer because everybody else hears us. You got to turn up your computer. Just press you know, mute button on your computer or volume up.
You talking to me?
No, I was telling Lawanda because she said she had no volume, but everybody else hears us.
Oh,
So
oh, 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 oh.
um so anyway, Ruth gets tells the little boy to go away, and the little boy goes running away butt ass naked. Because she said the highest will be mad if this happened. I don't think the highest would have been that bad. I really not about the little boy running around naked because
Okay, but Ruth playing those mind games. She had to hype it up and believe. And that exchange was nothing compared to the second exchange that they had.
yeah,
Remember?
that exchange was kind of calm. Cause is this the exchange where Elder Mother tried to hit her and she fell down, or was
Yeah,
that the next one?
yeah.
This
No,
the
that
one
was
we
that
went.
was the first one. Elder Mother fell down when they were outside.
Yeah, Elder Mother tried to hit her, and Ruth moved out the way, and she fell down.
I'm telling you, Elder Mother is falling. Well, I'm telling you.
Oh my God. Their relationship is weird. Tyler is repeating the Hannah and Candace relationship, but from the reverse. You know what? I can kind of see that, Xavier. So we still got all these people running around, and in the midst of this running, conveniently Zane is right there. Conveniently, Zane is in the midst of her running. She's running by. Hey Zane, come over here. It's,
I'm liking her more and more. She's growing into the
you know
character.
what? One of
She
my theories is because to me, Ruth is doing a lot and she's doing too much. And I think that Ruth, whenever a character starts to rise too quickly, they're gonna fall quickly. I think that Zane, not this is Tyler, so I know his writing skills and ability is limited. Um, but I believe that Tyler, if I was a good writer, I would make it where Zane would be a dark horse and rise to prominence
okay.
later on. You see what I'm saying? Because
I'm
Ruth is when you got somebody that's trying to maneuver that many chess pieces and do that many things all at one time, something always goes wrong. And so I could see that happening with Ruth. Like you have an epic rise, you're gonna have an epic fall.
Yeah, I mean
So
that,
and I
that
could
already happened with River already.
uh,
And Zane's, yeah, she's playing it good. She's slowly rising to me. So she's slowly rising. But I'm Team Ruth. I want to see her succeed.
you know who I'm team. I'm team Daikon. Anyway, we'll get to Daikon in a second.
Okay, yeah.
So Ruth goes inside. The the highest got this sword, damn near telling Daikon that he's gonna cut his head off and so forth. Daikon is in a position to either do one of two things: to either fillet the highest or get his head chopped off.
Well, he
Either
was already
way,
believing. He
head
was
is gonna be
believing.
involved.
Yeah.
Either way, head is gonna be involved.
No, no, he was already bleeding halfway
Yeah,
up,
I
bleeding.
know he had already got cut at the end of season two.
Mhm.
But and can I say this? Like, I want Max Sedania, who plays the highest. Can you mix in, a muffin? Mix in something with some fat or grease on it. Cause every time I see him now, bruh is like losing more and more body fat. Like now he like, do you ever come out the gym at this point except to film this show? Because if you remember how he looked season one, and he wasn't he had a cut up body then, but now you can see damn near all of his muscle fibers. That's how it's like, bruh, we get it. If you want to look good, nigga, like, bruh, mix in a cupcake or two, okay? Have a cheat day. You don't have no cheat days? Like, bruh, no cheat days. I don't know. Anyway, so Ruth, she, does her. I love when she came in there. She told Daikon, "Shut up,
Yes.
shut up." Now? What did you think about this interaction? This whole Ruth flipping the switch, and when she came in there, she was just boss bitch. Like as soon as she came in there, cause it kind of caught me off guard.
Oh no, because they're first of all, they're used to that just in an intimate way. They've never seen it all three of them together because remember she's like a dominatrix or whatever you want to call it. So Daikon is used to that, and the highest is he's used to that, but they're not used to seeing it all together. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm for it. I like how Ruth took control of the situation. Daikon couldn't do it. River couldn't do it. Ruth did it.
I mean, River couldn't do it because he was locked in the goddamn cooler,
No,
getting
but
frostbite and hypothermia.
like I said, like you said, River he rose real fast and he just made some bad steps. That's what I think what happened with River. He made some bad steps.
All of these people do make bad, poor decisions and think irrationally. Like they all, as much as they want to talk about the delusions of the highest, all of the people involved seem to suffer from delusions of grandeur and all types of other assorted delusions. That's a whole nother story. But Ruth gets the highest to not kill him. She gets him to let him leave and get his wounds healed by Elder Mother and stuff like that. And so after that, River leave. We see River leaving the trailer. He finds Joan, and
Mm-hmm.
Joan is over there. You know, got her rope ready
Yeah,
to
she's
end it
lost it.
all. She was like, "Are you a ghost? You come to haunt me?" Like I was like, "What is wrong with this
Yeah, it
boy?"
was so strange. It was so strange.
I was like, she was like, "I don't want to die by poison. It's not a respectable death. It doesn't matter. You're dead either way." She over here fixing her noose and fixing her rope to hang herself with. I, that whole scene was weird. She did admit because Ruth had told River back at the trailer before she went to the highest that Joan had gave Zane the books, all her books and everything. So when River saw Joan, she admitted, "Yep, I gave Zane all of the books because I wanted somebody else to know what was going on, and we gonna die anyway, so I don't care." It's like, what is wrong? Joan is weird to me. She's so weird.
Yeah, she had issues. I mean, that's why she's there because she really did have issues, I believe.
River tells her that Ruth is gonna be able to calm the highest down, and she's like, "How?" And he was like, "Don't worry, she got her way." Now, the interesting thing is Ruth was able to calm him down without giving him the good good. She didn't give up her cooch.
I
Because
mean,
remember, at the end of episode 3, she asked him would he sleep with her, and
you
he
mean,
said maybe later.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
she didn't give him no cooch yet.
She said make love to me.
Yeah, at the end, I wrote it down in my notes.
Yeah, but
They
that
did
don't
that.
mean that they didn't do nothing before though.
I don't think they did. I
She
think she
didn't say.
just literally talked to him. Because
She
remember, she
didn't
bathed
say.
him.
No, she didn't say make love to me for the first time because if you recall, they've said the highest had said before was such and such better than me. Have you had better than
Right, but
me?
that was last season when they had sex.
Oh, you trying
This
to say
time
since
when
this?
what
Okay.
I'm saying is this time when she went in there, she hadn't had sex with him this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we did see Daikon go to Elder Mother. Now listen, the best back and forth that we have is Daikon and Elder Mother. Those are the best. When you're talking about good back and forth going at it, it's Daikon and Elder Mother because those two right there, they be going at it like battle cats.
But can I? I want to know something. Why did he go to her? Out of all people that could have fixed, there's a lot of elders that could have fixed his one. Why go to her?
But they told him to go. Remember, they told him to go to Elder Mother. Because remember, those other ladies not gonna do nothing without Elder Mother telling them to go
But
and
they got
do.
their own groups. Like they got their own groups, don't they?
I think Elder Mother is over all of the other Elder Mothers. Like she's the head, you know, female in charge.
Okay.
So even if it is another elder mother, they still gonna go and defer to her because remember, all of those other elder mothers have different responsibilities. Like remember, elder mother Agnes, she really was over like that finance stuff. So
Oh,
she
that's
used to
right.
be over
That's
there.
right.
She
That's
used
right.
to be over there with Jonah's
Joe.
stuff. And each and probably is somebody who over the kids and teach you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
the elder mother is over all of them and she's the one who does all of the
For the
has all
food,
of the
the food.
healing stuff and all of their little drugs and chemicals
Yeah. Yeah.
um and stuff like that. Yeah, elder mother is the big dog. She's the one. That's why she told Ruth, "You're beneath me," and Ruth told her, "You rather I be beneath you or nothing beneath you when you hanging from an oak tree."
The tides have changed and the tides are changing.
Wooch. Anyway, um, so that back and forth between Daikon and Elder Mother, but he had to ask her to help him. And I just love it. Those two have the best back and forth. Like
Yeah.
to me, they have some back and she was here for a shoot because remember he just had went off on her and
Yeah.
she was looking at, oh, you need my help now, Mhm. Bitch. Oh, you need me now.
he,
Uh,
he was selling out the whole way.
yeah, I was here for it. Then we see Andrew in the game. All right. Let me ask you a question. What happened to light skinned boy? Light skinned boy with the blonde hair.
The
That
one
they
who died, the
oh he
one
did he die?
what's the name killed him?
Oliver?
Oliver broke his neck. That's what you talking about. The one who elder mother was looking at wanted to have sex with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oliver snapped his neck, I believe.
At the end of last season.
Yeah,
Because I remember they sent him on the four wheeler at the end of last season to go find them. And he went
yeah,
to go and find no, he didn't go find Oliver and them. They actually sent him to go find Tally and
yeah,
those other people who had who had left. But he's all the way out the credits now.
yeah.
Anyway, so we got this new guy, the one who banged out who did he bang out? Paula
Oh,
or Zane?
the one who's dead, because she,
No, no, no. But before he banged out Melinda, he just got hit from Melinda. I think it was Zane. Remember he banged out Zane. Hey Mitch.
oh yeah, because she was kind of flirting with him to get something. She was trying to flirt with him to leave the
Yeah,
club or
he
something.
blew her back out.
Yeah,
Um we saw his booty. Hey Mitch, what's going on? You say yellow
what's
looks
up,
good on me?
Mitch?
Anyway, so Zane, yeah, he fucked Zane, and then he got the girl to suck his stuff, and then he killed her,
Yeah.
stabbed her.
Mhm.
Um, cause didn't we see his meat? Didn't he just pull it out and we saw it?
I
I
ain't
don't
see
remember.
all that. I ain't
I
see.
be meat watching, so I don't remember. I
No,
I,
I would remember. No, I ain't see all that.
I don't think we saw his meat either. We didn't get a lot of meat in season two. Like season two, we didn't get as much meat as we got in season one.
No,
But season three, I guess they say they're here for all of the meat because
they
that's what
compensated. Yeah. Mhm.
they're compensating season three. So then, um, so they find the car. Oliver to set up this, to set them up where he's playing sniper or
Yeah.
whatever, and they Manny is reckless. Like all of these people are real reckless, real fucking reckless. Like he sit old boy out there. Yeah, go ahead, bro. He remember he was inside the car. He put his head out the car. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You got it. And next thing you know, boom, dude gets shot. Like, and he was like, and he tells Andrew, "Oh yeah, he was a soldier. He knew what he signed up for. Aren't
See,
you a soldier? No, bitch. No means no, and yes means no. I'm not signing up to just nilly willy go out here to get shot for you."
See,
I get it.
ultimately, I mean, I thought Andrew and Oliver would end up working together. Ultimately, that's what I thought was going to happen. So,
Oliver is too reckless. I think Andrew realized Oliver was too reckless. And Oliver let the cooch of a dumb whore cause him to get fucked up.
why is
Because
she a
Lacey
whore?
is
Why
dumb.
is she a whore though?
I don't know. It just comes out good saying whore. She
Okay.
may not be a whore. She do nothing but get raped.
Yeah,
But she's just dumb as a box of rocks. She gets on my nerves.
yeah.
Lacey gets on my last good nerves. She does. I mean, she did bust it wide open for Oliver in the middle of the woods. I mean, those are whore tendencies.
Yeah, but
If you can bust wide open in the middle of the woods,
no, if you do it for one person, you good, right?
um, that's what she told him. We don't know if she had, and when you're in the middle of the woods and you so easily just slide the panties to the side and let
Yeah,
someone enter you.
yeah. Lilo did say it was loose, if I recall.
Mm. Well, apparently they were saying it was loose because Oliver was allegedly beating it up or whatever because he was so big. But my thing about it is, if y'all are in the practice of giving and showing us meat, they never showed us Oliver stuff. They had Daikon over there examining his meat and stuff like that when they were in the shower or whatever. And then I was like, so we're not gonna get a look at this? That's what we're doing. You're just not gonna give us a look. Anyway, Tyler, you know why we come on this show. You know what we came here for.
Lurking, lurking.
You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah,
Anyway, Ruth, and then Manny kills the guy who got wounded that Oliver, shot. He kills him. And then he calls Daikon. Daikon talks to Andrew and tells Andrew, listen, y'all got to do what y'all got to do. Get these people back here. Don't say nothing that you don't make a promise you can't keep over there while Elder Mother is hazing him and giving him all kind of pain, sewing up his wounds. Ruth is still in there talking to the highest. She done got him to go in there and take a bath or whatever. And he tells her all about the money laundering and stuff that they're
yeah.
doing. He does tell her about what Lilo got going on, and he tells her everything. So to me, that was the most important part of that conversation that they had because he really told her all about what was going on. We saw Elder Mother finish the stitches on Daikon. River then talks to Joan. And he talks to Joan about Ruth and how Ruth uses the highest mom to get to him and how she believes and how he never believed in the Raku. And he asked her, did you really believe in this shit? Then in that way he said rocka doo doo or whatever.
Yeah, well, he never believed in that. I really wish Ruth trust. I really wish he trust Joan. 'Cause I think
No, he trusts Joan. He
no, no,
doesn't
no,
trust Ruth.
no, but no. He said no. River said when Joan asked, "Do you trust Ruth?" He said no.
Right.
So
He doesn't trust Ruth. He trusts Joan,
that's
not
what I'm
Ruth.
saying. But Ruth doesn't trust Joan. That's what I'm saying. Ruth doesn't
But the
trust Joan.
problem is Ruth doesn't can't see the forest through the trees because Joan she should trust, or even if she should trust that Joan is being truthful, and
Right,
if she doesn't trust Joan, she shouldn't trust the river.
right. Because River will screw you over in a heartbeat.
We then see Lacey and Paula. They break in the old people house, and then they get caught.
At gunpoint. Yep.
Like Lacey be so reckless. Like she just picked up this vase. Bam, we just gonna bust the window out. Because Paula was like, well, what if they got a alarm system or anything? I mean, you can't just be busting in people's house like this, Lacey. Like that's how you get shot. It went on from there, and they did give us our in memoriam tribute to Elder Mother Agnes, who died. Um, I think right after season two.
Can I just say something for? Because I get this question from my Facebook group. Did she really die? What happened to her? Yes, guys, she died. I'm sorry, she died in real life. I just wanted to get that out there because I get that question hundreds of times. Literally, people ask me, "Did she really die?" Oh, I just found out. Yes, she died, guys. She
She
really
died
died.
in real life. A matter of fact, it was like maybe a week or two after the end of season two. It was not very long. No, it wasn't even the end of season two. It was like right after she died on the show.
Really?
The episode aired on the show where she died, and I want to say it was like within that month the actual actress died.
Hmm.
Because that was the whole thing. They was like she died on the show and then she died in real life. She went on to be with the Raku.
See, that's so silly. I thought she died before shooting that scene, and they kind of like photoshopped it some kind of way. That's what I thought would happen.
No, what happened was I read an article about it. It was literally the episode aired. It was not very long. It was like I know it was within the month of that episode aired. So I think it was like a week or two after that episode aired where she died. She died in real life. The actress died in real life.
So my thing is, so they plan to write her off the show already. Is that what you're saying? Because my thing is, so it's a coincidence that she died on the show and in real life. Because remember,
That was just coincidental. That was just coincidental. That was just coincidental. Now, yeah, because the episodes after that were already filmed. They had already filmed those episodes and everything. Like it was already they were already done filming, so it just was coincidental.
okay.
Now I don't know because with Tyler, people don't really die. Like people magically, like we saw that on Half and Half Now. You know, you had Catherine Cryer and Judge Cryer and Catherine Cryer get shot at point blank range by their son in the goddamn bathroom, and magically they wasn't
Yeah.
dead. But that's Tyler, the magical Maryland world of Tyler Perry.
Hmm.
We go to episode two called Unchained Territory. And we start off at the sheriff's office. Now, I told you backstage, just something didn't sit well with me and this female deputy and her uniform. It just seemed too big for her. Or
Oh,
like they were trying to make her fat with the uniform and it just didn't work out, or her titties was too big. Something was just off about the uniform they had on her.
they probably wanted to make her a little more husky. You know, a lot of times female officers in the hick towns, they kind of like got a little girth to them. So maybe they were going for that look. I don't know.
It didn't work. It did not work. Um. Anyway, she keep trying to call Pope, who we know is dead as a doornail. And he ain't at work and he ain't answering the phone. And she even tells Brian, sometimes he gets real drunk, but I got his a key to his house, and sometimes I have to go over there and wake him up and get him to work. And so Brian trying to get in there to the sheriff, and she's like, "Listen, he got his door closed. Don't go in there." Like I don't like how does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go knock on the door. It could be an emergency, but magically when somebody called, she could interrupt him.
Hmm.
Like what is he in there doing? Getting one off or something? Like what's happening in there? If you can't knock on the door.
I don't know.
Anyway, back at the old people house, they call the sheriff. They also they call the sheriff on Paula and Lacey. Um, the sheriff picks the lady deputy tells the sheriff comes to the phone. He say I'll be over there. They was like, well, don't take so long this time, because he was like, well, don't let the people run off like Tally them did. They were like, well, don't take so long. Now my question is this: If it's broad daylight when they call the sheriff, but by the time the sheriff get there, it's fucking dead of night.
I mean, it could have been about 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
It's the dead of night. Cause remember, Brian says in episode 3 that he was just sitting at the bar like he ain't had nothing to do.
So I mean, I'm guessing the station is a ways from that house because it takes him a while to get there. So if it's around
It's
seven
gonna take you a
o'clock,
while if you stop at a bar.
it, if
It
it's seven,
absolutely is.
I don't know. Tyler Perry.
Anyway, the sheriff tell Brian, "Hey, bro, go home. I don't need you here. You can go on, go home." And and then we go back to the old people house, and they tell, and the wife who was stupid, who just was telling too much and talking too much, and was just stupid on every turn. The wife was stupid because he was like, "Don't tell them nothing." And she told him about how Tally said that the sheriff is in with the cult, and
Hmm.
that got suspicious running into the heads of Paula and Lacey. A mess. A mess. River and Joan is back in the finance trailer talking. Um, and River is at this point deathly afraid of
Daikon.
um of Daikon.
Uh-huh.
Like River is deathly afraid like he trying to play out because every time somebody asks him like, "What the fuck is you gonna do when Daikon catch you?" I'll figure it out. I gotta play. No, bitch, you ain't got shit. You have
Yeah,
nothing.
Joan called us bluff. She was kind of I like they showed the funny side of her. She went to the window and was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this guy kind of he jumped up so quick. Was like, what,
Mm-hmm.
what?" That was a funny scene to me because I'd never seen her do that before.
I actually like Joan.
Hmm.
I like Joan's character. I think they give her too much of a hard time, but I like Joan's character.
I was
So
gonna say she
then,
looked different. I was gonna say she looked different, but it's not because she's not wearing her glasses. Because she's looking real
mhm.
different to me. I don't know. It's mascara. I don't know. You don't think so?
Did you say mascara?
But you don't think she's looking different?
She looks better.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like she got a different makeup person because before it's just like I remember seeing her like this, like they didn't know what to do with her, so they just took baby oil and went like this on her face. But now
Did you say they took baby oil?
that's that's how she looked before. But now it's like, okay, I got some clout. I made it to season 3.
Wait,
I
did
won't.
you say they took baby oil?
You don't think so?
Baby oil.
It's like they had to stop. They didn't know what to do, and they just took some baby oil and went down her face and said, "Okay, go." That's what I think.
Well, listen, Tyler, we know doesn't spend a lot of money on makeup or wigs on his series. He will spend money on prosthetic peens, though. He will spend good money on prosthetic
He know what people
penises,
want to see. He know
but
what
no
people want
money
to see.
on wigs. We see where your priorities are, Tyler.
Yes, one time for all the closet freaks.
Anyway, Zane gives Joan all the books because they saw Zane in the through the window as she was going over to the laundry trailer.
They're like a
And
signal. She said,
so
"Yeah."
Joan went over there, and that's when Zane gave her the books. Um, and Zane was like, "I need to go check on Melinda because I don't know. I haven't seen her, and I need to know what happened." Joan said, "I'll go check and check on her." Hey, Pinky Tiki. And so she goes to do that. We then back over at the Mexican standoff over there with Oliver and Andrew and Manny and them. Remember, Manny and them left to go check on Lacey and Paula. And so you just had Andrew that was left there with Oliver
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a couple other people. And they're going back and forth talking to each other about, oh, you can trust me, oh, you can trust me, oh, you know me, dot dot dot. All of this, negotiating that they're doing and talking back and forth. And
Oliver,
so forth.
Oliver kind of pointed out. He was just like, I can't trust you because you've been coming and going from the compound as you please, which is kind of true. If you notice, he does that. He gets to come and go as he pleases, right? So it is kind of suspicious.
But the other thing about it is, Oliver, if you're gonna lie, be better at lying, talking about, oh, the girls are right here. I was like, what? It didn't even make sense. Talk about, well, I got help coming. The girls, they right here like Oliver. Oliver, really, really Oliver. So, but whatever. At a certain point, when Andrew figured out Oliver was like, he was like, because Oliver was like, I can't trust you. And Andrew was like, I can't trust you either. Fuck you, no fuck you. How about that? And then he was like, this what we doing, Oliver? This what we doing? We like, okay. All right, this what we doing? I got you. Shut up. But like, I think the actor, his name is Stevie Baggs, who plays Oliver. I just hate how he plays that character. For some reason, I just don't like what he does with the character.
What
Now, I
don't you?
probably should be saying this because at some point I'm going to reach out to some of these actors and actresses and try and get them on, and they might watch a review and see that I'm going in on them.
Well, no, that's why they like you. They want to hear this good stuff. Yeah.
But I'll reach out to some of them and try and get them on here so we can talk to them. Anyway, but I just don't like what he does with that role sometimes. And so they have this, so all bets are off. So now Andrew and Oliver, they're like, listen, it's nothing. We got smoke. Ain't no saving this. Meanwhile, back at the compound, Joan and River find Melinda's body in the little crate or whatever by the outhouses. That's gotta suck that I got to be over here using the bathroom in outhouses. Like I'm just, and the outhouse don't even have no covering. Like it's just like, what happens when it rains or when it gets cold?
I guess you hold it, you know.
Because this is in Virginia, which has snow. It snows in Virginia.
Hmm.
What happens when it gets cold and it starts to snow? We going outside to take another shower in the fucking freezing ass snow and
That's a
cold.
that's a good question. That's crazy.
We going to use the bathroom outside when it's fucking snowing, and now you got to sit your ass down on this goddamn cold ass snow field ass. That's disgusting. But
Hmm.
anyway, but they found Melinda and fucking Joan is losing her goddamn mind. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. Get your life in order.
I like. I give Joan a pass.
Get it together. Get it together, Joe. We then see Elder Mother and Zane. They walking over to the kitchen trailer to prepare food for the highest. So Elder Mother and Zane have this real good conversation. Like Zane is doing her job. She knows the assignment. She's chumming up to Elder Mother, doing what she got to do to get it. See, I like Zane because she ain't putting all her eggs in one basket. Zane is smart. I'm gonna be nice to you, Ruth. I'm gonna do what you need me to do. I'm gonna be nice to you, Elder Mother. I'm gonna do what you need me to do. So whichever one of y'all come out to be the winner, I'm good with both of y'all, and I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yes.
I'm good because in this whole conversation, Elder Mother is like praising Zane and praising how good she's doing and praising like everything that she's been able to the fact that she went and did her chores without being asked, and she's like, oh, well, we got some new girls coming and you might can become an elder teacher because I guess that's a new role that we just learned about that we know about called elder teacher. Would you like that? And she's like, yeah. Mm, I was here for it. Like I'm here for Zane. Zane, I'm team Zane and team Daikon. The rest of them, y'all can have.
I, you know, I'm team Daikon for different reasons. I mean, he gets in his own way. I think he's that being love struck is messing him up. But Zane, I'm with you with Zane. She's a dark horse
I
slowly
think
rising.
Daikon is love struck with both the highest and with Ruth.
Yeah, but I don't think Daikon like getting fucked by the highest though.
How you know he ain't fucking the highest?
I mean, I don't know. You probably maybe you're right. I don't know. But I think he's love struck with Ruth because she has those powers. She has those powers. So I think that's what's messing him up. So Daikon, he's making stupid decisions now.
Yeah, and Daikon is usually very calculated and very strategic in what he does. Like eh, he's that coach ain't that good. I'm just saying.
Right?
Anyway, um, we did see Ruth still talking to the highest. She's still in the highest trailer. Um, during this time, we see the highest calls Andrew to check on Andrew and see what Andrew how they're coming along and what's going on. But if you notice, he's getting sprung in the fact that Ruth is kind of dictating to him the decisions that he's going to make because you hear her keep saying this is what you would do and this is
Mm-hmm.
what you would do and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, really?
Yeah. She knows how to play it. She made him believe that he came up with that idea. Then after the idea was set in his head, she kind of dialed it back. Was like, "Well, I'm just a woman, so
I
I
mean,
could
she
never
was
be."
playing on the fact that he's mentally deranged.
Yeah, but she know what she's doing though. I'm here for it. I love it.
He's psychotic.
He is.
See, the difference between the highest and Daikon is a psychopath. The highest is a sociopath. Daikon is calculated. He calculates the risks. He figures out what's going to be good, better, in between. The highest don't give a shit. He just acts recklessly and has no um, understanding or care about how it's going to affect other people. So that's why I say Daikon is a psychopath. The highest is a sociopath. Anyway, and there's our lesson in psychology today. So Ruth then leaves the trailer and goes to get food for the highest because he say he hungry. She
Yes.
runs in. Go ahead.
No, no, no. I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
She runs into Joan, and they have this back and forth. She tells Joan, "I don't trust you, Ruth. You don't. I was with River on that. Ruth, you don't trust nobody. Remember, River said Ruth don't trust nobody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She don't, and she going back and forth with Joan, and Joan is all in her feelings, and Joan is like, listen. We found Belinda dead over in the creek by the outhouse, and she starts crying. Oh my God! Oh Lord! Really? Get your life in order, Joe. Because I was with Ruth at this point. Girl, get your life in order. You know how many people we are had to watch die in this place? Get
I
it together.
I love Joan. She's usually in that trailer by herself, sheltered away from all of the madness and chaos. If you think about it, I
I
give
mean,
her a
you got a
pass.
point.
Yeah, she gets another pass.
Um, Ruth tells her. I mean, we did see Ruth at the trailer with Elder Mother.
Mm.
An elder mother is preparing the food and putting all of the good drugs and whatever psychedelic drugs is that the guys need to get through the day inside his meal. And Ruth and Elder Mother have this back and forth again that's just real awkward and clunky. It's just like poor writing, just bad
No,
writing.
I loved it. Elder Mother said, "I let you talk to me sideways."
She
I let
did.
you say, "You see this hot?" Did she say grits or grease? I don't know.
Grease. I think she said her grease.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. See, I let you
Ruth
talk to
tells her.
me.
Now, it was interesting that Ruth tells her that the highest has a prophecy before she told the highest about giving a prophecy. Ruth told Elder Mother that the highest has a special, you know, has to tell us something special that the Raku has for me. And then she tells her that the highest also has something for you as well. Because
Yeah,
remember, Elder Mother was like, well, how do you know if you don't know? But no, that happened later. But she did tell Elder Mother that I think that the highest is going to have something to say to you as well. And this is before she talked to the highest about having a prophecy. That was kind of weird, but that once again is Tyler Perry. What we're talking about. Daikon, Ruth leaves. Elder Mother walks because Elder Mother said I should give him the food. Ruth said no, I should give him the food. So Elder Mother said I'll walk it up to that. You could take it in the door. A mess. Ruth leaves and gets snatched up into this shed by Daikon, who
yeah.
loses his goddamn mind. And he confronts her about fucking the highest. I didn't like this scene. I really didn't.
I mean, to me, it was like, okay, Daikon, why are you concerned about that? You almost bled to death uh, by the highest, and now you concerned about him fucking Ruth. And then he goes on to say, "Well, do you like him better
Did you
than
like
me?"
him better than me? Like I thought he was gonna come out and say, "Well, is his dick bigger than mine?" Like I knew that's what he was gonna say that because he was going down that road. I was like, bro,
No, no, no.
like this sounded like two teenagers having a conversation. Like, bruh, like you that insecure when you got to be asking, "Did you like him better than you like me?" Dude, get your life in order.
Right, but Ruth handled it with a level head as always. She handled it with a level head.
But at the end, he wasn't buying it. He was like, "Get your ass out of here," because she was like, "I'm over here doing everything I can for both me and you, whether or not you're willing to see it." And he was like, "Fuck you and fuck this shit. Get your ass out of here. I'm here for this bullshit."
But
I don't
it
know. He said you're a whore and a
didn't look like
temptress and
for a
a
minute.
temptress. I was here for all of it. Call her
But
what she is. You're
after,
a whore and
listen,
a temptress.
after he called her a whore, did it look like her feelings was hurt just a
It
little bit?
it did.
Right, like for a
She
glimpse.
didn't like that. The fact that he called her a whore and because I think he said that she's gonna die. Didn't he say something like she's gonna
Yes.
die?
Yeah, out of anger, which I believe she knows that he said out of anger. But now, are you starting to believe that she's got feelings for him a
No,
little bit? You don't think so?
no, no.
I'm
She said
thinking that.
whatever she need to say
Well,
to do whatever
why
she
would
need to
that
do.
bother her though? Well, why would that bother her though? Why would being called a whore by Daikon bother
I
her?
think she was triggered when she was called a whore because of her history and background. But I don't think that she looked that way because she liked him. I think she was just triggered because she is a whore.
Yeah.
We know that from her background. So maybe that triggered her and she was like, really? You just gonna call me out like that? But she'll have no feelings for Daikon. I
Okay.
mean, let's be clear. If you ain't getting no steady dose of dick, and you got Daikon running around willing to give you dick, you go ahead and get the dick that you can get. Daikon ain't bad looking. I mean, if Daikon wanted to roll in the hay, we might have a roll in the hay. I mean,
I think she likes Daikon.
I don't think she like him like that. Anyway, we then see Brian roll up outside the old people house, and he calls Mac. Now I wrote down that he called Mac because I thought that was very significant that he did call Mac and leave a message for Mac saying, "Listen, um, this was going on. I'm out here." Dot 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 dot, and he ends up calling them again once he hears the shots or whatever. Anyway, um, we then go in the house. Lacey and Paula going back and forth. about whether or not they could take the old people because Lacey got a gun or whatever. And Paula gets up and says, "Oh, I gotta use the bathroom." And the old man is like, "Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down." And once again, the wife and her stupid ass. Oh, just let her go to the bathroom. Da 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 da. And you know that takes their eyes off of Lacey. And Paul, and he points the gun at Paula, and Lacey pulls out the gun and shoots both of them. Bam, bam. I find it real funny how great Lacey is with a gun at this point. I mean, Mama is a sharp shooter at this point. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean,
Anyway,
I find it fascinating that the old couple couldn't hear their conversation because they was talking
and they
louder
was
than
saying it right in front of them. And even if they're whispering, you should be able to hear
they looking
her say,
right
"I have a gun." Okay, because if you got guns, set on them at the first noted, because you have every right to shoot them. They broke in your house. You can blow their brains out and suffer no penalty. Baby, I told y'all to stop talking. The moment they whispered one word, boom, that's it. I told you to shut up, but you didn't want to shut up. Anything else? That was a flesh wound. Now, I wouldn't have shot to kill, but I sure would have shot her in the arm or something like that, in the leg. Hey, bitch, you think it's a game? I'm just saying. The episode went off from there, but the old couple was just stupid. Like,
yeah,
it's no way. After a couple hours, what I would have did was I would have tied them hoes up
yeah.
or something. Cause I'm not gonna be. I gotta use the bathroom. Fucking, they gotta use the bathroom. Shit, I'm gonna use the fucking bathroom. I'm not gonna be sitting here for hours on hours waiting for the goddamn chef. Nah, bro. I'm gonna tie you whores up and let y'all lay here for a while. Anyway, we get to episode 3, titled "Prepare the Throne." Lacey and Paula, after they done shot the people, went to go look for the keys to their truck. And then while they doing that, the old man while they trying to get out, the old man gets up and musters up his last bit of strength and energy and shoots Paula. Now, I gotta be real, all of this is not Lacey's fault. This was Paula. Paula is the one that said we could take them. Paula was the one that said you got a gun, you can shoot them. All of this was Paula. I don't know.
I agree with it.
Anyway, my other thing was this man shot her with a whole ass shotgun. Like, wouldn't the hole be bigger or the wound be
Because
bigger at
it's like
that
pellets, right?
range? Hey, Abby,
Shotguns. I was gonna say shotguns release pellets, right?
right. Like, with the shotgun, you would have had a much bigger hole. You would have had a fucking Abby, I know Abby. Like you would have had a much bigger everything. Like, but they had this little tiny hole. Come on, Tyler. Tyler. Anyway, I mean, that was almost at point blank range. Like, they're only like a foot or two apart.
Yeah,
No more than maybe 4 or 5 feet apart. A shotgun at that range is going to damn near blow her arm off.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe. Now, I am not an expert in ballistics. I could be wrong. I'll let the
You
people
right.
decide.
Back in the day when I used to play this video game Walking Dead, and I used to have a shotgun. If you shoot one of the zombies point blank, their whole arm come off or their whole head blow off.
It's a fucking shotgun. But anyway, um, we then see Brian gets caught by Manny and the gang and this other dude. Manny calls the Daikon and tells him what's going on. Daikon say he on his way. Now, here's my thought. Does it stand to reason if I found out that this guy is FBI, what delusions am I really having to think that I'm going to win, even if I manage to kill this this man? That means that the FBI is coming after us. If you're running a cult that's doing all kinds of nefarious things, don't you want to keep the eyes of the FBI and all kinds of people off of y'all?
Right, that's true. That would have been the sign to pull out once they found his ID and all that good stuff. They should have been like, you know what, we need to pull out.
Like that was the time for you. You were supposed to call Daikon and tell him when y'all found the man stuff and said, "Hey, bruh, it's the dude here. He is FB fucking I. What do y'all want us to do?" That's when you call Daikon, not after you done hemmed him up. I might be making way too much sense, way too much, and sometimes with Tyler Perry, it doesn't make sense to make sense. I'm just saying. Anyway, Ruth takes the food to the highest, and she talks to him for a long time, and this is when she finally talks to him about having a prophecy and and speaking to the people, and that perhaps you can give Elder Mother an elevated role because she's old, but really strip her of a lot of her responsibility. I was like, really? And then that's when she started to talk up Zane and said, Zane is loyal or whatnot. She talked up River or whatnot. And so, but when it came to Joan, she kind of made him feel like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about Joan. But then she tried to cloak it under, but I'm a woman. And sometimes us women, we're just not as smart as you men and everything. And I'm looking at her side eyeing her like, bitch.
Well, she didn't really throw her under the bus. I don't know if she was just trying to keep her. She didn't want her scent to be lingered on Joan. I don't know if that was the case.
I felt like she was patronizing him when she mentioned Joan because she really did try to throw Joan under the bus, but she then tried to pass it off as, but I'm a woman and sometimes we don't think rationally and all of this stuff, and I'm not as smart as you and River and Daikon. And girl, I was like, girl, but anyway, she did all of that. And he eats it up. He fights for it. Hook, line, and sinker. He's here for all of it. We then see where am I? Oh, we then see Manny and his boys. This when they tell Brian all the stuff they know about him. They know he a FBI. They know that they looked at his notes and saw that there's an inside man inside the camp or whatnot. Why, if y'all calling Daikon, why did y'all call him when y'all got all of this information? And then they, knock him down with the gun. They hit him in the gun with the gun or whatnot. That just part just didn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. Am I looking at this wrong?
No, you got it.
I just didn't like that whole scene. Um, Ruth sees Zane. And when she after she left the highest, and she tells Zane, "Listen, I need you to go prepare the highest throne, his chair, and stuff like that." Isn't that Elder Mother's job? It sure is. But I told you to do it. But isn't Elder Mother gonna find me? She sure will find you, and I want her to. So I would have been like, listen, I would have been like Zane in this instance and been like, are you trying to set me up for the okie doke? Like, I'm not here for this bullshit. Like, I was with Zayna. I was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna have you set me up for the okie. No, 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 no.
But Zane did say, she said, I don't think it's a good idea to piss her off. Ruth was like, oh, you don't want to piss me off.
Right.
And then I don't know if you remember, Zane was like, well, I never well, she's supposed to clean the chair, right? She said, I
Mhm.
never cleaned the chair. So Ruth was like, just throw some flowers in that shit and act like it's holy water.
Right.
She said, it's not rocket science. She just scrub that shit down.
I think because she knew that she would never go and she wouldn't get the chance to go do it. Because, like she said, she knew Elder Mother was going to find her. And catch her. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
She was heated. Elder mother was heated.
Now, we finally see Andrew, because Oliver, like I told y'all, is dumb as a box of rocks. So he finally comes out the tree and is over there calling Andrew, just yelling and stuff like that. And of course, Andrew catches his ass. Now, here's my thing. You got big burly ass Oliver, who's real big. You ain't got not one pair of handcuffs or nothing. You tell him to put his hands behind his back, bruh. You ain't got nothing to keep his hands together. You ain't got nothing to stop him from. You know what I'm saying?
I guess he just want to see his hands, I guess.
But wouldn't you want to tie him up, handcuff him, even if you have the little plastic, tie
Zip,
straps?
zip ties, yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't know. What I do know is that young man is too big for me not to secure those hands and make sure that he can't be nilly willy taking my black ass out. I'm just saying. Um, but yeah, that was weird to me. And he kept telling him, "I just want to go see Lacey." Like, really, you pretty much had shot yourself in the foot with Andrew when y'all had the Mexican standoff and you lied to him and he said, "Oh, that's what we doing? Bruh, that's what we doing, bruh? This is what we doing?" You knew it was over there. You couldn't try to negotiate your way out of this at this point. Oliver, it was over at that point. Now I've heard people mention that they think that on this walk that Oliver and Andrew are gonna come back, into um working with each other or whatever. I just don't see that happening because I think it wouldn't make sense to me because Oliver is a liability. That snatch in between the legs of Lacey makes Oliver a liability. Okay, he's a liability because even now, after he's been caught, the only thing he wants to go do is do what? I just need to go see if Lacey okay. I just need to see if the sheriff got them. Bruh, I can blow your brains out right here. And you still over here talking to me about Lacey? Nah, bro. You're a liability. You're a liability.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ruth goes to the finance trailer where Joan and River is and tells Joan, you need to go see the highest. They give Joan a pill because Joan is at this point.
Oh man.
Joan is losing it. She's goddamn losing it at this point.
Yeah, when
Like,
she knows his temper and she remember how he was, so she was just so concerned of, well, is he in a bad mood? Is he is so she knows. I think she's heard things, so I think she was just real nervous to meet him or talk with him. I don't know.
I guess. Anyway, um, but she's very scared. She's very scared. They give her the pill to calm her down, and she leaves to go see the highest. Now, when Joan leaves, Ruth talks to River, and Ruth, she tells him that, listen, I don't trust that bitch. I don't like her. I don't trust her. I don't want no parts of her. And she also tells River, listen, if you fuck me over and burn me, I'm gonna kill your ass myself. I was like, I be side eyeing Ruth when I mean, I guess she was, channeling her dominatrix, I be side eyeing her sometimes because she try to get all hard and stuff like that. I be like,
Listen, Ruth. Ruth got a name now. She's got a name now, and she can make moves now. She can. She can.
I just think it's happening too fast for her, and I could just see it all crumbling, you know.
Yeah.
Um, Ruth, so Ruth tells River that. Then, um, that's when we meet the new elder mother because, um, elder mother was going. I forgot where she was going, but
Did she had a food in her hand or no? No.
no, this is after they had already gave the highest the food.
Okay.
Um, but anyway, maybe she was walking back to her trailer, and that's where we see some dudes with the body wrapped in like a blanket or something. And then the new elder mother comes by. This new elder mother. I don't think we ever got her name, did we?
I didn't get it.
I mean, she wasn't the cutest thing in the world. She was.
Did
And
they call her elder?
I thought she did call her elder mother,
Okay.
and maybe I could be wrong. Somebody will correct me. I thought she did call her elder mother too. But anyway, they was taking Melinda's body away, and that's when the elder mother told her what happened to Melinda's body, where they found it. She told her that the highest had a prophecy coming, and the elder mother was like, "I need to go prepare the throne." And she was like, "Well, Zane is already doing that." Elder mother was like, "Wait, who doing what? Bitch, the fuck you mean?" The elder mother was so angry. She like, "Preparing the whole bitch can't prepare no goddamn." Nah, she was real bad at that. She was real bad. I don't blame her. Listen, you gonna be stepping into my shoes, getting me fired. Anyway, um, so yeah, that was our introduction to the new elder mother. How do you feel about this new elder mother?
Um, Not much yet, because it was just a split. She didn't
She
have much
seemed
screen
real
time.
scared, like or tentative when she talks to the regular elder mother, like the senior elder mother. Like
Uh,
she seemed real tentative, like when she was speaking to her.
I don't know. I know she's gonna be messy. I know she's gonna be a gossip because that's how she was introduced to us. She's gonna be another gossip. That's what it
So
seems
you
like
just
to me.
automatically deduce that she's a gossip.
Yeah, that's how we was introduced to her. She was a gossip, spilling tea, right? That's what she was doing. So I don't know what to make of her yet. I don't know what to make of her yet.
We'll see if they have her in more scenes. We'll see.
Hmm.
Because we have a lot of one and doneers. Like we'll see them one time and then we'll see them no more.
Hmm.
So we'll see. Because I was thinking, is that little boy gonna become the new William?
Who?
Is the little boy from episode one, was he supposed to become the new William? Isn't that William the name of the boy who
I
ended up
don't,
dying?
he was
That was
supposed to
the
be.
highest boy toy.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't think he was his boy toy though, was he?
Yes, he was. He was just blowing that boy's
No,
booty hole and
he
back
was,
out
he
whenever he
was
wanted
saying
to.
that. No, I think he was
Remember,
on.
he said he couldn't eat because he had to stay
No,
clean.
he was saying that in front of Andrew to they was trying to earn. They was trying to see if Andrew was faithful to the highest, if you
But
recall.
no, it wasn't just Andrew. Remember, he had said that to Tally and Ruth.
I don't know. I think they were trying to get. I think they were trying to screen all of them. But you could be right. You could be right. I thought I remember them using him just to try and to get
They
information.
said that, but I think they said that to kind of throw Ruth off too. It could have been both. I don't know. Anyway, Ruth and River still in the finance trailer talking.
Yeah.
And they talk about strategy at this point and how they move forward. And they surmise that listen, eventually we gonna have to kill these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Daikon gotta die. The highest gotta die. Cause he was like, oh, we could be on South Beach, on the beach in Miami. She was like, they will follow us to the end of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And so they surmise, listen, we gotta kill these fuckers. Because there's no other way. Elder mother finds Zane with that damn bucket going to go clean the goddamn floor. She was like, bitch, where are you going? Fuck you think you going? I'm going to go clean the highest chair. The fuck you are, bitch. That's my job. Fuck. I was here for Elder Mother right there. Like, girl, where you think you're going? Because this is my job. Appreciate it. Thank you. She tell her, go get Ruth and tell her I need to see her right now. 'Cause that bitch ain't gonna just be playing with me like this. We then see Joan goes in to go see the highest, and the highest and Joan have a whole conversation. And he done concocted this plan where he's gonna blame everything on Lilo and say that Lilo stole the money. But in the meantime, he's gonna take all of the money out in cash and they're gonna use the money to go to a new spot, a new paradise, and to
Yeah,
get new buses. How do we still not know that fucking Yancey
it's dead.
is dead?
Nobody's checking in anymore. I think it's moving all fast.
Like,
Nobody's.
isn't his body smelling at this point?
I don't know. It's like he's on a whole other side of the compound, right? With the cars
That
and all.
compound ain't that goddamn big.
I don't know, but he got his own little
Shout
section.
out to the actor that plays Yancey. I found out that he's one of the girls in
Yeah, I
real
saw.
life.
I went. I don't know if I saw him on Instagram or
I
something
saw
like
him on
that.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shouts out to him. Well, you know, Tyler likes the girls.
but what?
As long
Stop
as
that!
they
What you
got
talking
muscles.
about? Now, don't be pissing nobody off. Why you don't get him Yancey on the show? I don't know his real name. Why you don't get him on the show?
I'll see. I'll start to reach out to people. So much pressure. God. Anyway, um, we then see so he tells Joan all about, listen, I need to get this money. Now, this is what Joan was supposed to push back on him. Cause she was like, listen, you asking me to take $3 million out of the bank. You cannot do that without raising suspicion. That's gonna take several weeks. You got two. She was supposed to push back and say, listen, I need more than that because if I do that, that's gonna raise red flags and get people coming around here looking.
Well, I think in her mind, she knows how much she can take. He doesn't know how much. He doesn't know the full amount. She does. So whatever she gets, he won't be suspicious. I think Joe's gonna take the correct amount. I
You're probably right. You're usually right on these things. I'm always wrong.
mean, damn.
Ruth goes to go see Elder Mother after Elder Mother called for her. And Ruth tells her that the highest has a prophecy because Elder Mother's like, bitch, who the fuck you think you is telling this for to go and prepare the throne? And that's my motherfucking job, you raggedy piece of shit whore. I mean, I'm just really paraphrasing what she said. Because if she that's clearly what she would have said. That's clearly what she would have said. Anyway, so, but then when Ruth said the highest of the prophecy, Elder Mother gets scared. Elder Mother said, "Oh, he's going to send me away." Like Elder Mother, like you said, is cracking.
She's cracking under pressure.
She's not the Elder Mother that we've known since season one. She is showing a lot of chinks in the armor, like
Yeah.
with
She's
Elder Mother, because she's like falling on the ground. Oh my God, he thinks I'm old. He's going to do away with me. That was a mess.
yeah.
Get your life in order, Elder Mother. Get your life in order.
She can't handle pressure. She can't.
Mm-mm. And so I found that real interesting. But Ruth tells her, listen, he has a prophecy on me and he got a prophecy on you. And that's when they had the conversation. She was like, but it's not bad. And she was like, but I don't know what the prophecy is. And she was like, well, how would you know if it's not bad if you don't even know what the prophecy is? Now that's what Elder Mother got her ass. She was like, bitch, how the fuck you know if it's bad or not if you don't know what the prophecy is? I, I was with her. Then we see Joan and River in there celebrating because Joan tells River about the highest plans to take all this money out. She's like, yeah, he's gonna put all this money right here in our lap. And so they plan. But River said, don't tell Ruth. I was kind of with Joan on this. When Joan says, well, what happens if the highest tells her?
Yeah. See,
And
I,
that's what River, being arrogant, being delusional to a certain degree, says, "Oh, I got this. If I can put them together, I can build some of this trust with him and her and money."
see, but why is he? I don't understand. Why is he trying to do that though? I don't get it.
I don't. I feel like If you gonna stab her, go ahead and stab her in her face. I don't like backstabbing. You stab a person, you do it right in the face. You tell them, listen, bitch, I'm picking up this knife, and bitch, I'm going to stab you. And you proceed to stab them. So, and what I mean by that is, if you going she's going to find out about the money. You see what I'm saying? So you might as well let her in on it. And then when it comes time for y'all to do what y'all do, get her ass thinking that everything is okay, because you're probably going to need her help at some point.
Wait,
Get
but
her into thinking that everything is okay, and then when the time comes, be like, nah, bitch, you weren't with us anyway. We was going we weren't gonna let you get none of this motherfucking money anyway. Girl, go see ya, peace, and But I don't like this plan of not telling Coop, because I'm with Joe. She's gonna find out. He's
mhm.
gonna tell her. The highest can't hold water.
And if we're talking about millions, that don't Ruth already knows about the money, right? If I'm not mistaken, so it
He
don't.
told Ruth about it. He didn't tell Ruth that he was taking the money out, but he told Ruth that they funnel and all kinds of money, through the cult. So anyway, we did see Daikon arrive at the old people house over there with Manny at, where they got Brian hemmed up, and they going back and forth. And Brian is like, "Wait till the sheriff gets here." The sheriff gets there. And at first, the sheriff tells Daikon and all the people to put their hands up, and Brian is like, "Told y'all, wait till the sheriff gets here." And then the sheriff is like, "Nah, bruh, the joke is on you." And he points the gun at Brian. And like I told you, that storyline does not make sense. If the sheriff is in cahoots with the Rakadushis and so forth, the last thing you want is for the FBI in town looking at what y'all got going on. And if you remember from season one, they told us that the sheriff called the FBI and said, I need help with this cult. Now, did something happen during that process where they made a deal after he had already called the FBI?
I don't
Because
know.
other than that, it makes no sense for you to have the FBI come there to investigate if you're trying to be in cahoots with this cult. You want as little eyes as you can in town investigating it. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, this is the merry world of Tyler Perry. Tyler, Tyler. That was the end of episode 3. That was the first. That was this. I thought it was a good introduction back into the new season. Like they gave you all of the parts that you wanted, all of the things that you wanted to see coming back that you have grown to love. We got meat. We got we got Elder Mother and Daikon going at it. We got Ruth being Ruth. The only thing we'll have is Tally doing what she does. But Tally, because Tally, remember, Tally is the crossover between Ruthless and the Oval. Because Tally in the first season of the Oval shot herself in the goddamn head in in the house of I forgot their name on the Oval. The butler guy who works down at the White House,
Yeah, I forgot. I know you're talking about
she shot herself in his house. So the Oval is like way behind. No, not the Oval. Ruthless is way behind where the Oval is. So I don't think we're gonna see any parts of Tally this season because Tally don't. We know Tally gonna end up in Washington D.C. She's gonna end up blowing her brains out and so forth.
that.
So I just my speculation is that Ruth is moving too fast, and I think Zane is going to become a real power player.
Yeah.
I think Zane is going to become a real power player. I wonder now that Brian realizes that the sheriff is in cahoots, um, that Brian that he's going to try to get Andrew to. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to write that whole storyline of what Andrew does from here, and how what are they going to do with Brian? You're going to kill Brian and have the FBI come there, swarm in, looking for y'all. Like,
The
what is
only
the end
thing,
game here?
the only thing I can think of, what's their boss's name? The bald guy, with the FBI.
Mac,
Say it again.
Mac.
So, would it be far fetched to assume that could Mac be on payroll? We're talking about millions of dollars. So, I don't know what incentive
You
it
think
would
Mac
be.
is in cahoots with the?
But that's
I
one thing I
mean, we
can think
know
of.
that Lilo is the son of a senator,
Right,
so Lilo is connected to Washington D.C.
right.
So you're thinking Mac is a part of all of this as well?
Mac, he's doing as little as possible. Like he's sending men out that he's doing his job, but he's I think he's on payroll. That's what that's the only thing I can think of. He's on payroll, even though Brian's not down with it, but Brian is an agent. But I think Mac is on payroll.
That would be interesting. That would be an interesting twist.
I could be off, but I don't
Meanwhile,
know.
back at the ranch, what's going on with Brian's wife? What's going on with drunk chick and the dude who who cheated, or who is her wife and cheated on her with um
I wrote it down.
Andrew's wife?
So
Remember that whole storyline? What happened to that?
you know Lynn, right? Lynn,
Lynn,
Brian's wife.
that's Brian's wife. But remember the drunk chick too. Remember, drunk chick is married to Hispanic looking dude
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
sleeping
yeah.
with Andrew's wife.
Well, they put a lot of emphasis on new recruits. Do you think one of them are going to be at the compound soon? You think?
Who, Lynn?
Lynn, right? Don't you think? Because didn't Lynn a few episodes back speak with
I
Daikon?
think she did call Daikon.
Yeah, remember? He
Yeah,
was in
because
the
that
middle
was
of something
that
about
was
it.
I think wasn't that when Daikon went out there to try to get Tally to come out of the woods?
Yeah, he had he had her daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it might be Lynn. I don't know.
Because we ain't got y'all gave us 3 episodes and y'all ain't give us not one snippet of what's going on back in Washington D.C. There's that whole part that we ain't got yet. Because listen, Mama got one more glass of wine to drink. She got one more bottle of wine to turn up before I lose it. Like, girl. Anyway, any your thoughts on the first 3 episodes?
I was here for it. I got no complaints like you. I loved it. Three
Oh, I have
episodes.
complaints. I always have complaints. This is Tyler.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I binge watched them. I loved it. Um, I mean, my little complaints. I think we already discussed them. Um, I I really want to see what happens with the FBI agents, how they get out of that situation. I think that's the most jarring to me.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about
Because
that.
I just really want to know what the end game is. What are you gonna do with Brian? Like, literally, you gonna kill Brian? Like, really, you gonna kill an FBI agent who's on assignment, and you think that's gonna end well? My
I'm
other
gonna,
thing is, a prediction that I have is I don't think that this prophecy that the heist is going to have is going to go 100% the way that Ruth thinks that it's going to go.
I mean, it's all bullshit.
No, Pinky Tinky, that wasn't Ruth. That wasn't Ruth on the oval. That was Tally.
Oh,
Tally is the one who's on the oval that ended up killing herself on the oval. That was Tally. That wasn't Ruth.
okay.
That was because remember, Ruth, the actress that plays Ruth, played her twin sister on the Oval. Remember her twin sister got shot
Yeah.
and killed, and so and what's his name thought that that was his baby mama.
The son, I forgot
I
his
can't remember his name. Barry, that's his name, Barry.
name.
Barry thought that well, Barry found out that it wasn't Ruth, that it was her sister. It was her sister that they had killed or whatnot. So yeah. hmm
Mhm.
Anyway, but yeah, we'll be back next week when more episodes get released. Well, I think they're gonna go probably one at a time from here.
Yeah, yeah, he
I
usually
think they're
starts
gonna do one
on.
episode at a time, so we won't have to be on here dragging it out for an hour and a half. We'll try
That's
to
all
keep it
right.
down to 45 minutes,
I'm here
maybe.
for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was the twin Tiki. Because remember, the twin owned the little clothing store or something like that. Remember?
The twin?
Yeah, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't even remember. She
The
owned a
twin
clothing
wasn't
store.
sleeping with the president or something like that. She owned the clothing store, and remember,
Oh,
she got
you talking about on the Oval?
on the Oval. Yeah, and didn't she get her head cut off or something like that
Yeah, 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 yeah. She
by the son Jason?
yeah, he killed her. Yeah.
And people seem to think that River and the son on the Oval are the same person. They're not at all. They are not the same person.
That's coming from people who don't watch the Oval, because I got a lot of people in the Facebook group who don't watch the Oval. They don't. A lot of people, young generation, they don't know what a spinoff is. When I say a spinoff, they're like, "Well, what's a spin? Well, what's a spinoff?"
Oh
For
dear
people
God.
from my era, the old school, let me break down a spinoff. Um, uh, it was a TV show called Maud. Okay, Florida Evans played the maid on Maud, and she
She
got her
did.
own spinoff, Good Times. Okay,
Or just like All in the Family, the Jeffersons is a
mm-hmm.
spinoff of All in the Family.
Spinoff. But a lot of people, we don't use
Or
spinoffs
like A
anymore.
Different World was a spinoff of The Cosby Show.
Yeah,
Because remember, Denise went to Hillman, and the year she went to Hillman, that's when they started her freshman year at Hillman. That's when they started A Different World, and then she did last.
now,
But they
now
kept A Different World.
the main difference is if you go spinoffs back in the day, once you spun off, you don't really hear about the show no more. Like you don't hear about the show you got spun off from
Right.
anymore. Now with Tyler, he's kind of keeping it intertwined, which back in the day they didn't do that shit, right?
They didn't keep it intertwined. Once you spun off, you have no more interactions with other people.
Now, Mr. Cosby, I mean, before he became what he is now, he was ahead of his time. He did try and keep, they kind of kept it intertwined, I believe, if I recall.
No, what they
Yes, they
did
did.
was the first season. It it really wasn't, because I don't even remember during the first season. I don't remember them even going to visit her the first
Listen,
season. And remember when season two came, she was gone. She wasn't even on the show anymore.
oh, well, I'm not talking about Denise, and I'm not just talking about Denise, but the mother visited Hillman, Rudy visited Hillman a few times, the son
No,
did.
no,
Yes, yes.
no. Am I
Rudy visited.
crazy? Remember when they went to go visit Hillman, that was before the spinoff came. That was before A Different World came. That was, if you remember, when on the Cosby Show, when they went to go visit Hillman, and that's when Claire sang in the choir. That was one of my favorite episodes. That's why I know. And she sang in the choir and everything. It was real good. That was before A Different World
No,
came.
no, no, you can't tell me because I'm a fan. I know you got your little reviews and all, but listen, you need to ask your people in chat. I'm gonna find the episode where boom, Rudy went to go visit to visit the sister, and she got chummy chummy with Whitley, and she started calling calling Rudy by her middle name. What was her middle name? Damn it.
Was it Olivia? No, Lillian.
Lillian. And she was like, Lillian, that's such a nice name. I'm going to call you Lillian. So don't hand me that. The show was already.
If they did, you might be right. If they did, it was only that first season. It was only that first season because after the first season, Denise wasn't on anymore. Denise wasn't there anymore.
I know she wasn't there anymore, but I'm saying they were visiting Hillman.
After that first season of A Different World, because I vividly remember the second season. I don't remember a whole lot about the first season because I didn't like the first season. That's when Marissa Tomei was still on there.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like them, but that second season on, you didn't see nobody from the Cosby Show on there.
The second season, boom.
You saw Patti LaBelle on there because remember Patti LaBelle was Dwayne Wayne's mama.
Let me get you together. Boom. Whitley, Dwayne, they were all in town, and Dwayne wanted to see what's her name, the main daughter who got cut from the show.
Denise,
I'm sorry, Denise Huxtable. They went to visit Denise Huxtable. Whitley, she had on a green dress. They were there for a wedding or something like that. And that was season 2 where they went to visit their house. I'm gonna find an episode to give it to you.
You gotta find it. You gotta show it. Y'all gotta see. We done got all off topic. I don't remember none of that. You gonna have to find that. You gotta prove it. I need to see.
And that was when Dwayne finally found out that she was married to the black guy, to the black African guy.
But that happened. You mean that to the Navy guy, to the Marine guy? He went after she got married to the Marine guy.
What? I said
either the Marines or the Navy or something like that. But that was well after that. That was like
season 2.
No,
that was season 2. Yes, it was.
Go find it. Go find it. Go find it. Go find it.
What season was it? What season?
I'll give you if it was season 1, but it was not season 2. That I know. Because after season 2, you never even heard. Remember, if you remember, Denise was even on the Cosby Show for a while. Because remember, that's when Denise got pregnant, and Bill Cosby wanted no parts of Lisa Bonet for a while. That's when she got married to Lenny Kravitz, and she got pregnant. And Bill Cosby wasn't having it. He wanted no parts of Lisa Bonet. And it took a few years before he let her back on the show. And that's when he let her back on the Cosby Show. And she was married to that dude who was like in the Navy or something like that.
It was season 2.
Okay, go find it. Go find it. Speaking of Maud, I still feel like the theme show to Maud is like Bobby Womack's one of his best songs. That and Across 110th Street.
How go?
No, not Bobby Womack. I'm sorry. That's Donny Hathaway. Donny Hathaway sang the theme song to Maud. Bobby Womack sang Across 110th Street. But Donny Hathaway, his greatest 2 songs is This Christmas and the theme song to Maud. Those are his best 2 songs. And Donny Hathaway could sing down. Anyway, we about to get off here. We have had way too much fun. Y'all come up and join us next time. And we can have some more fun and chit chat and shoot the shit and, do all of the things and talk about meat and the raccoon.
Yeah.
And people making stupid decisions on Ruthless. That's all we got for now. Until next time. Check us out next time. Until later.
Happy thoughts. All right. You and me will never